Hello, Forest families. It's been a while since we've been able to kick one of these out, but here we go. Without further ado, your week in review. Forest families, I am here with Gavin. He is a second grader in Mrs. Fink's class. Gavin, say hi.
Hi.
So, Gavin, math. What are we doing in math right now?
We're doing starting numbers and target numbers. Starting numbers and
target numbers. So, if I give you a target number of 86, you give me a starting number.
16.
16. So then what do we have to do? We have to figure out the numbers in between 16 and 86, right?
Yeah. So we'd have to draw 1, 10, and 6 ones, then box it.
Okay.
And then we'll have to add 10s.
Until we get up to 80, right?
Yeah. And then we'll add more ones to 86.
Fantastic. So just trying to find that missing number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. What are we doing in spelling right now?
We're doing spelling city, soft and hard C and G words.
C and G words. Give me an example of a hard G.
Gavin.
Gavin's a hard G. Nicely done. And reading, what are we doing?
We're doing fractured fairy tales and point of view.
Point of view. And a fractured fairy tale is what?
When the character's telling the story.
The characters are telling the story. Grammar, what are we working on?
We're making words plural.
Making words plural. All right, so second grade. We got 4.5 days going into the rest of this week. Any big plans going on in the classroom this week that you're kind of excited about? Any big projects you're going to do?
We're already starting a project, and we did this poem, and then we glue it onto a paper, and then we cut out the elf feet, and then we do squiggly lines, and then we'll get 3 squiggly lines. 2 are going to be long, and then we'll cut 1 in half so the arms are shorter.
Okay.
And we're not exactly done yet. Mrs. Fink needs to print out the pictures. So for the head, and then we'll glue the hat on. Gotcha.
So it's a little project we're going to continue working on this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday. Who's here on Friday? Something special happened for you on Friday. Who was here? Was your dad here?
Yeah.
And so who was here?
My dad.
And what was he doing?
He was helping out.
But what was his title that day? What was that called?
A watchdog.
He was a watchdog. How cool was that?
Good.
Very cool. All right, Gavin, thank you for sharing what's going on in second grade. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
I'm here with Claire, who is a first grader in Mrs. Coleman's class. Claire, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Claire, what are we doing in math right now?
Adding is related to subtracting.
Okay, give me an example how adding is related to subtracting.
5 plus 2 equals 7. 7 minus 5 equals 2.
Oh, so it is kind of like a mirror type thing, so they're relative and they match each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are we doing in reading?
Main idea and details.
Okay, give me an example what detail is when we're talking about reading.
Important parts that happen in the story.
Important parts that happen in the story. Good. And you guys are working on making nouns plural, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And how do we make a noun plural?
By adding es, ies, s, or change the whole word.
Oh, or change the whole word. Nice. So if I have cat, let's make cat plural.
Add an s.
Add an s and it'll make what word?
Cats.
Awesome. And also we're working on some word blends. What letter blends are we working on?
L blends and R.
L blends and R blends. Give me an R blend.
Prop.
Prop. There we go. What about gribble? Is gribble an R blend?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. What's really cool going to happen in this week in first grade?
We're having a pancake breakfast.
Pancake breakfast? Oh, I love pancake breakfast. And who's doing all the cooking for you?
My mom.
Your mom? I usually come down and help too, so that's something cool. So I'm going to be down there flipping pancakes for you guys as well. So, ready for the big holiday coming up?
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, Claire, say goodbye to everybody. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Everybody say hi to Emma. Emma, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Fifth grader, Mr. Newland's class. Hey, who was that? Who was just sitting here a second ago?
My sister.
Oh, so that's kind of cool that I got the two of you together this week. All right. All right. Share with everybody out there what cool things are we doing in fifth grade right now?
We're doing science projects, group science projects.
And what's the theme or the focus right now for the science projects?
Fresh and saltwater and landforms.
Okay, and what are you guys doing for your project?
My project, I'm doing a topic called I See It, where we compare landforms and bodies of water, and then we just compare the landforms together.
Fantastic. I got a t-shirt this summer. We were over in Ludington, and it's a shirt that says, nice thing about Great Lakes, no salt, no sharks, no problem. So that's the nice thing about living in Michigan and the Great Lakes. All right, math, what are we doing?
We're multiplying and dividing decimals.
Challenge, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta know where to put that decimal point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And reading, what are we doing?
We are reading group books.
Okay, and which book are you reading right now?
I'm reading Call of the Wild.
A classic. I had to read that one too. So where are you at right now in the book?
I'm at chapter 6, where Buck has just traveled for a really long time, and life is pretty tough with his new owners because of all their junk.
Yeah, I remember that part. And then social studies. What are we doing in social studies right now?
We're learning about English colonies, so like Roanoke and Jamestown, which are in Virginia and the Carolinas.
The Carolinas, yes. Good part of the Revolutionary and part of the colonies, correct. So, anything cool going on in fifth grade? Hey, you guys had your concert the other night, didn't you?
Yeah.
You guys did a fantastic job. And if you didn't get a chance to see that, check out my Twitter feed where I did some Periscope videos of our students performing for the fifth grade concert. So nice job on that one. Give you a high five there. All right. Anything else going on in fifth grade we need to be aware of?
Not really. We're not. It's basically kind of the same. We're having a big Greek and Latin roots test soon.
Okay.
So.
Anything special going on this week with the holiday coming up? You guys just hanging out?
Yeah, kind of. We're really excited for the half day.
Half day and get ready for vacation. All right. This is M, fifth grade, doing a lot of things. Say goodbye.
Bye.
I'm hanging here with my kindergarten friends, Camden. Camden, say hi real quick.
Hi.
Camden, so kindergarten, we're doing a lot of learning this year, right? Every day's a new day, learning new things. What letter are we working on right now?
I.
The letter I. And give me a word that starts with letter I.
Igloo.
Igloo. Fantastic. And right now we are to number what?
10.
Number 10. So far we're counting up to number 10, right? And finding out base 10s and looking at pictures to see that there are like 10 things on there. What's your high frequency word that you're working on right now?
R.
R. And that's A-R-E, right? Fantastic. Like you are ready for the holiday season, right? And then, let me see. So, what's something that's really cool that's going to be happening this week in kindergarten? You guys going to do like a holiday party this week?
I
Don't know. More than likely, because this weekend we're getting ready for the holiday season, right? So, yep, go ahead.
Christmas.
Yep, got Christmas coming up. So, Mrs. Van Eck's probably going to do some things in class this week. Do some singing some Christmas carols and hanging out. Fantastic. All right, Camden, say goodbye.
Bye.
I am hanging with Evan in third grade, Mrs. Avery's class. Man, they are doing a lot of cool things in third grade. So, Evan, let's start talking about it. What are we doing in math?
In math, we're rounding to the nearest 10.
All right, so we're working on rounding. So if I gave you the number 22.
Okay, 22 would be rounded to the number 20 because it's lower than 4. Anything lower than 4 gets rounded to the 10 that's below.
Gotcha. All right, nicely done. What are we doing in reading?
In reading, we're learning about nonfiction text features.
Oh, okay. And nonfiction again is what?
Nonfiction is something that's not fake.
Okay, it's like true stories.
Yeah.
So Minecraft, would that be fiction or nonfiction?
That would be fiction.
Fantastic. All right. Social studies.
In social studies, we're learning about the Michigan economy.
The Michigan economy. All right, and give me an example of what we're learning about Michigan economy.
Like if something was out of stock in a store, we would have to ship more stuff in to restock it, and more. But if we couldn't get it out fast enough, we'd have to like raise the prices.
Gotcha. And this time of the year, that's happening.
Yeah.
Now you shared something. You seem really excited about this next thing. What are you doing in science?
We're learning about magnets.
Okay, and let me see. I was in the library the other day with you and with Mrs. Avery's class. Yeah. You guys were doing different rotations in regards to magnets. So,
yeah.
What can you share with me that's exciting about magnets?
So, if you stroke a paper clip with a magnet at least 50 to 20 times, and then put it into some plastic or some styrofoam floating in a cup of water, it will actually point north, and there you go. You've made a compass.
No way.
It's true.
That is too cool. Yeah. And let me see. Last thing, you guys had your concert last week, right? So if you're following me on Twitter, I did some live Periscopes. I even did a behind-the-scenes shot on Periscope and posted it to my Twitter page, so you can see some pictures and see the live videos of the concert last week. Anything else that's really cool going on in third grade there, Evan?
Not really. Oh yeah, we're doing Polar Express Week, so we don't really have reading. We're staying with our class for reading, and we're doing Polar Express activities while still we're learning about like stuff.
Very cool. Third grade, a lot of cool things. Look at it. He's excited to be here and about the fun things that they're doing in third grade. Evan, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
I am hanging with my good friend Tyler, who's a fourth grader in Mrs. Hunter's class. Ty, what are we doing in math right now in fourth grade?
We're multiplying 2 digits to 2 digits.
Ooh, so like 22 times 44?
Yeah.
Doing that type of stuff and have to do the long multiplication to make sure everything's lined up right so we give the right answer? Yeah. Fantastic. All right, and reading, what are we doing?
We're reading the Lemonade War.
Lemonade War, and what do you have to do while you're reading the Lemonade War?
We have to make connections.
Make personal connections of what's going on in the story. So if something happens in the story, you have to either what? Write in the blog about it, the kid blog, or a journal about the connections there?
We have to write it in our interactive notebook.
Your interactive notebook. So a little writer's workshop type thing, interactive work. So after we get done reading something, we have to go in there, and this is how it relates to me, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. And social studies, what are we doing?
We're learning about Pompeii.
Pompeii, and what about Pompeii?
We're learning how it got destroyed by a volcano and stuff.
Gotcha. And then every Friday in Mrs. Hunter's class or in fourth grade, you guys get to do what?
We get to do a lot of fun stuff and stuff.
What's it called on Friday?
STEM Friday.
STEM Friday. And you guys are using these new kits. You don't remember the name of those new kits?
Little something.
Little bits.
Yeah.
And you learn about what with that?
How to connect a lot of stuff.
Connect circuits, right? So how circuits work together. So what are some of the things you connected this week to make it do something?
Well, we started off by using a fork, and that we could connect 3 stuff, like 3 different lines.
Yep.
So then we first off made the fan, and then we put the light dim, and we kept turning that off and on.
Okay.
And then we did the buzzer, and we turned it on, and it did a buzzer.
Okay. So right now, when you're working with the little bits, are you guys just creating a play, or are you creating to make it like a real project, or make it something that's real? So, because I know one of the objects on there is you could turn a dimmer switch on, or hit it where it flickers. So it's like a police siren. Are you guys doing specific things to resemble something, or just right now playing to get used to what you can create?
We're creating a lot of stuff.
So just creating things to say, oh, this is what this does, and this is what that does. Very cool. All right, Ty, anything exciting you get to look forward to this week?
Not really. I don't think so.
Don't know yet? Probably is the correct answer. We don't know yet. So, all right, Ty, fourth grader doing cool things. Say bye, Ty.
Bye.